Hello everyone, my name is Hunter at Vapor Honing Technologies, and today we're going to discuss getting your air supply right for your wet blasting machine. So the first thing we're going to go over is CFM and PSI and how those tie in to our wet blasting systems. So CFM stands for cubic feet per minute. Essentially, this is the volume of air that is moving per minute into the machine. PSI is pounds per square inch. So essentially, this is the pressure that you would be blasting at in your machine. So how both of these tie into wet blasting. So each wet blasting machine has different amounts of CFM that are needed to operate it effectively. So how much volume of air do you need to operate our machines effectively? Most of them 20 to 30 CFM. However, smaller guys like the micro here, you're only gonna need about 10 to 15 CFM. Now the PSI side of that conversation is going to be obviously the pounds per square inch. Micros only gonna require 60 to 70, but the rest of our machines are gonna be between 60 and 100. So you're blasting anywhere from 20 to 30 CFM most of the time at 60 to 100 PSI. In the case of a micro, 10 to 15 CFM at 60 to 70 PSI. You know, a lot of people have questions about compressors and what kind of compressor goes good with that. 7.5 horsepower is typically what we recommend for 20 to 30 CFM. You'll need anywhere between a 60 and 80 gallon tank with that. We do have air jets, which you can find linked below in the description, that lower the amount of CFM required to operate the machines effectively. Again, that'll be in the description. Click that video for more. Another important fact that a lot of people ask about, obviously this ties into your CFM, is where your air compressor is located. So obviously our air compressor is not anywhere in our showroom. We have ours on the outside exterior of the building. So what you'll want to do if you're any more than 5 feet away from your machine is you'll want to run at least a 3/4 line to the machine and reduce it down so you're not reducing your flow. Because what happens is when you step on the foot pedal, all of that air is going to get sucked out of the line, and there's only so much air you can push through a smaller airline. So the machine is taking more air than what the compressor can supply through, let's say, a 1/2 inch line for 30 feet. So always want to run at least a 3/4 if you're any more than 5 feet from the machine. Again, why is air supply so critical to the wet blast process? Because you won't be able to operate effectively. If you don't have the right tools, you're not going to have the right results. So make sure if you have any more questions that you ask your sales representative or you just give us a call. We're happy to help with anything you need. Again, we have free sample testing. Don't forget about that. That's always imperative to some processes to figure out what's going to be the best abrasive, pressure, machine for you. Again, any questions, please call us 828-202-5563.